Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365 _FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good afternoon, this is Power 365 Online Radio News Bulletin coming to you live from the city of Ibadan. My name is Olamide Adeniji. First, the headlines. ASO NUT defer as federal government bans under 18 candidates. Federal government to shut errant filling stations as petrol hits 1,000 naira per litre. Patients grown as NARD strike grounds hospitals. DSS must be professional investigating at DGR, Bono security analyst. Now the news in full. The Nigerian Union of Teachers has condemned the federal government's decision to ban under 18 candidates from sitting for the West African Senior School Certificate Examination and the National Examination Council, even as the Academic Staff Union of universities backed the policy. The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, announced on Channels TV Sunday Politics program that the federal government had instituted a new age policy for secondary school leaving examinations, setting the minimum at 18. This means underage candidates will no longer be allowed to sit for West African Schools Senior School Certificate Examination and the Senior School Certificate Examination, both crucial for advancing to tertiary institution. Meanwhile, many filling stations operated by independent oil marketers have now fixed the pump prices of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, at between 900 and 1,000 naira per litre. Owners of these stations seem not to care about the cost of the product at retail outlets operated by Nigerian National Petroleum Company. Petrol prices at NNPC stations range from 568 to 617 naira per litre. This often leads to queues at the stations. As Nigerians raise concerns about the high cost of the commodity by the independent petrol dealers, the federal government has also vowed to shut down filling stations that will be caught dispensing PMS at exorbitant rates. He declared this through the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, stressing that it was not in the interest of Nigerians for marketers to profiteer in the sales of PMS. On Monday commenced a 7-day warning strike to push for the rescue of a Kaduna-based doctor, Dr. Ganiat Bobola, who was kidnapped last December and has spent about 8 months in the abductor's den. The strike, which held across the country, left patients stranded and the doctors shunned work. The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Tunji Alausa, on Monday held a meeting with the leadership of NERD over the situation. The president of NERD, Dr. Dele Abdullahi, disclosed this in a telephone interview with newsmen. The abducted Dr. Popola worked at the National Eye Hospital warning strike on Monday, calling for a rescue. Ajiran Land, Tijani Akinloye. The killing, which took place on Monday along Chevron Drive, Lekki area of Lagos State, created an atmosphere of fear in the community, following which the area became deserted. A notice sent to newsmen from the management of an estate in the community urged residents to avoid the Chevron, Agungi, and Ajiran areas. Meanwhile, the Public Affairs and Security expert Mohammed Kareto has insisted that a thorough investigation must be conducted to unravel the circumstances leading to the arrest of Bashir Adijia, who is said to be the former aide to the Minister of State for Defense, Ibrahim Matawale. Kareto, who is also an analyst and warned that the investigation must be professionally done, noted that every Nigerian is interested in knowing the other circumstances surrounding the allegations against him to ensure that he faces the full wrath of the law if found guilty. Kareto stressed this in an interview with newsmen on Saturday in Maiduguri, while commending the security agencies for taking the bull by the horns to arrest such a high-profile individual, an act which he said was not common in Nigeria. Israel newspaper Haaretz reports that the Israeli captive Al-Qadi was taken from a village south of Rahat from the packaging warehouse in Kibbutz Magen, where he worked. Haaretz reported that he is married and has 11 children. The Israel Hayom newspaper published on a video on X showing an ambulance that it was said was transporting Al-Qadi to hospital. Thank you for listening to our news bulletin for today. That ends our news bulletin. Join us again later when we bring you more news and more programming. Up next, thank you for joining us. My name is Olamide Adinji. First,
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive.